Hey, what's going on? It's Kelly G.
Yo, this is Nolan Baynes.
And we represent 300 studios, man. We're doing our thing over here, and we're checking out Music Exclusive,
Yo,
man.
we're tuned into Music Exclusive. Check it out.
It's your girl Kate here with Music Exclusives, and I am with Nolan and Kelly G. So they both founded, or you guys are working on the 300 Unplugged project, correct? So you can start with you, Kelly G, and then you can piggyback off what he's saying. You can just explain what the project is about.
Well, during the pandemic, was it?
Yeah.
Kevin Liles, our fearless CEO, said, "Hey, I want to be able to create a platform for artists to be able to still express their art and express their creativity." And he said, "Hey, I know you guys have experience in doing various platforms from MTV and BET. Can you help me out? We got to do it creatively, and we got to do it in the middle of a pandemic." So we literally started with people on their iPhones, and it has sort of evolved into a lot more.
Yeah, but just to give you context, Kelly and I are heading up 300 Studios. So 300, a record company, we have a content arm. And so we're in charge of long-form content, so everything from movies to documentaries, TV shows. And so this evolved from being, as Kelly said, a small sort of web thing to now a multi-camera, multi-artist, multi-day shoot. Locations,
artists
yeah.
flying in from all over the country.
And we're just starting. So now I think we're up to like 80 episodes. We have some amazing talent that we featured. Kevin will come in and interview artists. Now we're featuring artists from our new distribution company called Sparta. So you'll see every now and then you'll see a sign artist, a 300 artists come through and do the platform, and it's a partnership with YouTube as well, and so it's amazing. It's just really cool to be able to lay out real opportunities for these artists to perform with a live band. Like the musicians in the band, they back up everyone from like Alicia Keys to Kanye, so it's real.
And the great thing is what we're doing is about building a community, right? It's not only giving artists a platform, but creating a community of creatives, right?
Yeah.
So that we go, keyboard players can meet other keyboard players, and background singers can meet other singers and writers, and there's collaboration. So we're just creating this amazing creative community.
Yeah.
And so I remember, Kelly G, if I'm mistaken, you spoke about you guys both working at MTV back.
I'm MTV. He was BET.
Oh, okay. So this was
budget stuff.
I'm the black. We the black poor area. It was the rich white
Yeah,
folks.
we had budgets.
okay. So is this before was BT under Viacom? Is that around the era? Okay. So how was it? I guess when you were at MTV, I know MTV used something called Unplugged as well. Yeah. Were you there during that era? And is it similar, the process to do it the same thing here?
Yeah, so I was at MTV from like 97 to like 2007, 2008. So Unplugged wasn't really I think I was after Unplugged. Like when I was there, we did like maybe
it sort of
two.
Fizzled out by then,
yeah,
right?
it fizzled out, right? And I think we did like the Babyface one. I remember doing the Babyface version. The difference here is that Unplugged for us, the Club 300 Unplugged, is really a platform across the board. I think MTV had a show for established artists. So, if you were LL Cool J, you could go Maxwell, you could go on there and do that. But the emerging artists didn't have that. And so what we wanted to do was sort of give the emerging artists the same treatment that we would an established artist, So and for us, it's telling the story of the artist, it's traveling, it's showing their background, it's really creating a real platform, their journey. And like Kelly said, it's a community, so we want to teach them how to be entrepreneurs. So our thing, I think, is a much more comprehensive platform.
Yeah, and definitely the element of live music, right? So, I mean, countless artists come to us and say, "Man, this was my first time performing with a live band." We got shout out to DW, who has played, like he said, with everyone. But these guys bring, someone's track to life to give it a whole different feel. So that's the other element that you're going to get with Unplugged. You may see these artists on different platforms and all this other stuff, but you very rarely will see them performing with a live band, and that's the element that we give.
I love what you guys are doing for the emerging artists because a lot of them it's kind of hard to get meetings with 300 and other different record labels. So how, when you guys are filming the Unplugged series, how are people able to at least watch it? Like if they wanted to develop a fan base, or if they wanted record labels to see their work, how are we able to watch the artists perform?
They can go right to our YouTube channel, 300 Entertainment, and all of the shows are there. They can reach out to us at 300ent.com if they want to be involved. We're looking, yeah. Like we just keep it regular. This is not the back in the days where you had to know somebody to know somebody. And Kevin Liles has always been about that. He's been about community. He's that guy. We can be in North Carolina and people stop him on the street. He give them their number. Hey, reach out to me if it's good. We'll put it on. So.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is that most of the artists that appear on Unplugged collaborate with other artists. So we call them alumni, right? So we've had writing camps where alumni team up. We're starting to do a lot more creating these events where they could come together, share resources. Like we did one the other day where one artist was like, "Oh, I want to jump on that record." And so we're kind of showing them like, yo, you can't be good and you can't get your art to the next level if there's no collaboration.
Right.
And so that's what we're trying to create. So like even this studio, so amazing where we've shot the last couple of seasons here. There's a level of community here. So like Fetty Wap, who's on 300, he records here. IVJ, who was one of our alumni, she records here. And now other artists that went through the program is coming back here to record. Yeah. So it's really trying to create, like Kel says, like we can't stress enough the level of community that is necessary for artists to get to that next level, right? You can't do it alone. You just can't.
Right. You can, like as Kevin always says, you can be independent, but you don't have to be alone.
All right, to wrap it up, I just want to ask you guys, were there any people that you actually see potential in signing or getting to know or at least managing them at one point?
Oh, that's a layered question. So definitely, I think there's a lot. Most of the artists that appeared on 300 Unplugged, I think have the potential to be signed, right, to go to that next level. Like today, we had a young lady named Desi, amazing. She's going through Sparta,
which is our distribution.
Right, and then and we have a Christmas special coming up, a holiday special with this group Wanmore, who's the gentleman from Boys to Men, his sons. Amazing, I mean, it's like throwback talent, right? So I feel like we've done a good job of curating, like giving the person the opportunity when they require it, right? Versus just putting any new artist on there. I think we've gotten to a stage now where we could say, all right, this particular artist needs an extra boost, just so folks can start to see them and
need a little polish.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And but even when they're not, like we have artists that will hit us up and we'll say, hey, we listened to the stuff, it's not ready. Here's what I need you to do. You know what I mean? And then when they're ready,
like you said, we're just building a community, right? And wherever stage you are as an artist, we want to be there.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
oftentimes it's like, well, once you get hot, then we can rock with you. It isn't like that because everybody needs to evolve. And I learned that lesson being at BET, where you had a girl, and Omar will attest to this. My good buddy Omar Grant. We had a girl named Gabby Wilson that was 13 or 14 years old.
I know who that is.
and we ended up putting her on the BET Awards and just kind of, working with them. And all of a sudden, the world knows her as her.
Yeah.
So it's all about development. I think a lot of platforms sort of miss that. People think like just because you have access to a platform that you can just do whatever. But, grooming and learning the fundamentals to be great is missing, and that's what we're trying to instill.
Right. As I was growing up too, I would notice a lot of the times too, they would have something called like artist boot camps. Like you're molding the artist, you're developing who they could be, because not everybody's born a star. So you have to kind of mold them and kind of make sure that they're carpet ready. You have to make sure they know how to do interviews. You have to make sure that they know how to perform and hold their breath and all these other things. So I definitely think that it's really good that we could actually be able to watch you guys do 300 Unplugged. I was introduced to it recently, so I'm definitely going to check out a few of the artists.
Every episode.
Yes.
Next time we shoot with you, we're testing you.
I mean, we have everyone.
I'll be ready. I'll be ready.
Everyone from like Shaggy, Wyclef,
Clef was on it.
Yeah. Raven Symone.
Oh yeah, Raven Symone.
Yeah, and it was fire. Like she did this whole acoustic thing with her. No, she had a band, but it was like a stripped down thing.
Yeah. Michael Jackson's nephew, his band did it. And again, we get calls and emails every day. It's crazy how people are flying in. before it was like, hey, we got this little platform. Well, who's it for? Well, why I'm doing it on your platform?
Now it's but it always happens like that. As you grow, people want to be a part of the growth. They want to be like, oh, I was on there too. Like, they want to just be a part of something that's major, especially for the community now. Where we have a lot of platforms. Like, we have Twitter, we got Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. So to have something that's more organic and is looking for emerging artists, that's amazing.
But the other thing too that I think is worth mentioning is that for us, like, most of these platforms, and there's a lot of new artist platforms, but for us, we collaborate with other platforms. So Major Stage is one of our partners. Who's Next? Hot 97, Who's Next? And we'll reach out to them and be like, yo, we got this artist. You need to know about them. They'll reach out to us and be like, hey, we'll send you another artist. We did a Summer Jam partnership collab with them. We featured like 5 artists from the Who's Next platform. The winner, the artist with the most views, got a chance to perform on Summer Jam.
Yeah, I have a couple of friends that work at Hot 97, so I remember when they were doing that over the summer. Yes,
Melissa's the homie.
Melissa, shout out to Melissa.
Melissa's fly. K got us one, exactly. But they had like, I think it was like 4 or 5 amazing artists. Like any one of them could have won, but K Goddess just had that extra thing. Like she's a star. You know what I mean? So there's tons of artists. We've had artists from all over the world actually. We've had Korea, Ghana, Jamaica, Trinidad. It's just so, and we're really trying to make it a global thing. And those guys are reaching back out. They're sending us stuff when they do something major. Like one of our alumni, this kid Styles from France. He just got signed to Live Nation.
Wow, somebody from France came all the way out here to do it. That's amazing.
So it's check it out. Go binge that shit.
We're gonna put the link right here, y'all. Make sure y'all put the hyperlink right here, and we're gonna definitely work together though. Cause I wanna hop on the stage too.
Don't play, cause the band is ready.
Okay, well the only thing is I don't know how to sing enough.
Right. Actually, damn.
Let me come up with a rap or something. I can't freestyle on the spot. It's gonna be ABC 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Well, thank you so much again for speaking with me today. Do you guys have a social media page too as well?
Well, you could get us all over the world at 300ENT, and that's on Spotify, Twitter, to IG, YouTube, the whole.
And you
thing.
can hit me up at DJ Kelly G.
Oh, DJ?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah, I don't.
My band is like a dope remix of #1.
How many lives do y'all have?
So my artist over here, Kelly G, is.
Hold on, look, put my glasses on. I got a point. You got a point. What's happening?
Now Kelly, but seriously, he's a producer, remixer. Have like #1 house records. Like he's doing like major stuff. Yeah.
You got house music? Like you got the old school
I'm
house
from Chicago,
music?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Chicago
So,
and them,
right. Because I don't like the EDM, but I like the house music. Like follow me.
Yeah, exactly.
Follow me. That's my type of vibe.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. Well, again, where can we find you at? So just in case we need a party mix or playlist.
At DJ Kelly G, that's my thing. Across all socials, and reach out to me. I'm a DJ. That's how I started in radio, and was a programmer for BET.
He got like 9 lives, y'all. Yeah.
But music has always been my passion, and my real passion was about being able to identify up and coming talent and leverage these different platforms that we were on to help and grow talent. So there's a lot of people we've helped along the way, from the Kanye West to J. Cole to, like we said, Gabby Wilson and some.
Soul Child, that dude that music, Soul Child.
Nice. So do you have 9 lives as well?
Yes.
Well, similar. I'm much younger than him, so similar. So I'm like on my 5th life. But again, we're happy that you guys are here because this type of extension.
Give me your socials, Nolan. He's out there on the social a lot.
But can I give you the social and then you just like put it down on the bottom?
Okay.
Dope. Got it. But Kelly and I kind of lived parallel lives, right? Like he said, he was at BET. I was at MTV. I ran all the music marketing for MTV and got in on the management side. So I managed Deborah Cox, Tamia. Those were sort of some of the artists. Yeah. But now I'm really fascinated with all these new artists, and I'm fascinated with people like you guys, like platforms like this. Yeah. You guys are popping.
MX.
Okay, MX MusicXclusives.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for speaking with me. We'll definitely connect a little bit more. And I want to come by at least when you guys in a live special. We could be here, get some social media coverage or something going on.
Absolutely.
We'll work.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nolan. Thank you, Kelly G. It was great meeting you guys.